Hey guys, welcome back to another video as we discover why Mr. Beast is getting cancelled for the 20th time this time. Now, no, it's not because he cured the blind or fed the homeless. It is because his friend is transgender. You may have seen it, you may have not, but today we're going to be looking at it. So unlike most of us, Mr. Beast has friends, and these friends have their own lives, and they can make their own decisions. However, Twitter obviously doesn't agree with this, as one of his friends, known as Chris, recently came out saying that he had done HRT. Now, this began when someone essentially just pointed out the fact that he looked wildly different from what he used to look like versus now. Twitter in the comments being, as best as they are, Mr. Beast done showed him the beast, which, I mean, sure, man, yeah. Kristen replies to this by saying HRT and it's only been 2 months. He later reaffirmed this by saying, informed consent HRT saved my and many others' lives. The hurdles GNC people have to jump through to get life-saving gender-affirming healthcare in a first world country is wild to me, which... can't relate. I live in Australia. I'm sorry, sorry America, but just let people make informed decisions about their own bodies, which it's pretty fair. Mr. Beast replied saying, "Gotcha. I did one more heart than Carl because I'm a better friend. Okay, we'll slip him a few couple hundred, and we got a deal, but." Nothing really much to it, right? It's just people supporting him, etc. But not everyone was too supportive. Now, people were making the stereotypical jokes about him, essentially just making fun of him for his transition, the fact that he looks very feminine compared to what he used to be. But one YouTube channel in the SunnyV2 made a video, quote, "Why Chris will soon be a nightmare for Mr. Beast," which, I mean... It's not a very good title, I will admit. I'm starting out of this YouTube thing, but I mean, fuck, that's not good. But for those who don't know, SunnyV2 kind of makes very negative videos, so the title does make sense for his kind of like audience, I guess. He makes typical very like downfall videos, the tragic tale, 10 awful attempts at saying sorry, the brutal 92, like just very fucking like negative. But he made a video about this situation, about his transition and how it will have a negative impact on Mr. Beast's channel and just his brand overall. Now, I did want to show you guys this video just because I thought it was really funny, and I saw it on Twitter when I was scrolling through the SunnyV2 tags. It's obviously from like an old video when he was making one on Ninja, but it's really funny. Like, just watch.
Overall is a huge component of Ninja's dark side, and this whole component is a basis for the next element of Ninja's dark side, and that's his bizarre foray into the world of politics.
Which, by the way, you gotta respect the fucking Nazi zombies like theme song in the background, dude. Like, it doesn't matter how far away these commentary channels stray away from like gaming content and all that, they still incorporate that gaming thing, and I fucking love it.
Not his political opinion as such, but more specifically, why is he even getting involved in politics at all?
Which is like true, by the way. Listen to Wasty, the guy that has 1 like and 1 fucking quote tweet, bro. Like, fucking move on.
He's a gaming streamer. There have been numerous tweets over the last 12 months relating to Ninja standing with the black community, and his wife stating that Ninja does his part for white privilege and racism. But this just goes back to the previous point of being ingenuine with his audience. Ninja is a multi-millionaire white guy spending his time playing video games who also seems to be somewhat low in compassion, judging from the way he treats his enemies after he kills them. Who do you think you're fooling, Ninja?
Dude, this video will never fucking get old, man. It's so good. But I mean, look, as bad as that take was, that isn't the majority of his videos. The majority of his videos are essentially very fucking monotone, formulaic, bare bones, kind of like researching. But that just kind of gives you an idea as to what he is capable of when he does fuck up. But anyway, enough about that. I just wanted to kind of go into the video itself and just show you the key points as to what people specifically were mad at amongst the entire thing, to be fair. The first one that we have here is, I think it was during the near the end of the video, where he essentially implicates, or says, that Chris is a kind of like a fake LGBT, like over-exaggerated character.
And if we've learned anything from Hollywood in recent years, it's that adding over-the-top LGBT characters for the sake of relatability rarely works as intended, and is often nothing more than a distraction from the premise of the movie or video.
Which is pretty bad to say. It's really bad to say, and it's a really bad take. But I just wanted to play devil's advocate here. And just, this is where I wanted to get your guys' opinion as well, where it's like, is there a scenario where SunnyV2 is looking at MrBeast's channel and his brand as like a piece of media, as a piece of like, I guess like a show or like a movie, right? Because like, if we do think about it, I mean, you know, if we look at movies that do heavily implicate like a certain trait, whether it's like the all-female recast and all that, like Ghostbusters, etc., we do inherently just get annoyed at that because it's, you know, it's Hollywood kind of pushing an agenda. My favorite quote is that you don't have to have a woman in a movie to be cool. The woman just is cool. You know what I mean? I mean, look at fucking Mission Impossible. Wait, Mission Impossible? Kim Possible. But then again, that obviously comes into point as well, where it's like, well, his life isn't really about fucking media or content. It's just like his life, and his friend is obviously standing beside him and supporting him. But I don't know if the way he communicated it was purposely supposed to be transphobic or not. Because it is an interesting point where it's like, MrBeast does have a lot of channels and he has a lot of reach in a lot of countries. Because he is literally supported by YouTube themselves and Google. Now, one of the points that I really wanted to kind of harp on and just get your guys' opinion on is whether or not this will actually impact him or not, as SunnyV2 says. So I think SunnyV2 was kind of a fucking moron in like thinking that people who watch MrBeast videos are gonna all of a sudden just fucking smash their monitors and close the video because they saw a transgender person. I think that's pretty fucking moronic. I don't think MrBeast would really want people to watch his content if they are against that. But like I said, it does bring in an interesting point about his translated channels and his ability to advertise with YouTube. Because as we know, YouTube, they are everything. They are backed by Google. They are owned by Google. They are literally an advertising company, essentially, / tech company. But I mean, MrBeast, for example, he is translating his videos in Spanish, Brazilian, MrBeast France, Japan, India, Russia, and Arabic. Now, again, I know 100% that these two here would not allow for any LGBTQ plus content to be shown, maybe not in their country, but like it wouldn't really be advertised as much as it would be in, for example, the US. And this was proven because I'm not sure if you guys remember this, but YouTube or Google, I should say, got sued, I think successfully, for essentially like algorithmically demonetizing queer content. And this was actually proven by Nerd City 3 years ago, 2019.
YouTube wants to continue expanding globally. So did they make a business decision to default to a more conservative cultural standard than they're comfortable admitting? When it comes down to it, this is an international website. So maybe demonetizing some gay speech is just an unfortunate economic reality.
But essentially, with that being said, MrBeast is clearly YouTube's poster boy in a sense, where they're giving him a lot of resources. He's on Google AdSense, of course. And so, again, I wonder how this will play out. Because, again, as I've said, SunnyV2 horribly misrepresented the situation so badly that he made himself look like a fucking idiot. And he could have genuinely brought up a really good point, which is what happens throughout the rest of the world. Because again, there are so many countries that don't support this lifestyle, and literally if you are. So I'm very interested to see what happens. I wonder if there will be censorship regarding it. I honestly don't know. MrBeast is telling me to most probably end the video now by the way he's staring at me. But please let me know in the comments, because again, I'm not really too sure. But yeah. By the way, SunnyV2, FYI, if you're gonna make some dog shit fucking video that's trying to cancel Mr. Beast, maybe don't previously make a video about the dumbest attempts to cancel Mr. Beast. I mean, like, please. And use another fucking thumbnail. You used the same fucking drawing of the guy, man. Please. He looks like shit.